Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sean's Magic Cardboard. Today we're going to be playing another Ruby Amethyst game. So unfortunately, if you're here for some fantastic, groundbreaking Sapphire Emerald content, you've came to the wrong place. This is Ruby Amethyst territory. The opponent I'm playing against today is a good friend of mine. We managed to get a few of these games in during this session, so hopefully I'll be able to upload a few of those to the channel at some point very soon. This was one of the quicker games, shall we say. There was a few fairly long games, some went over half an hour for one game. This is one of the quicker matchups. This was part of our practice sessions for Birmingham Disney Lorcana Challenge, which is only a few days away right now, and I'm super excited for Disney Lorcana Challenge. It will be very, very good fun. And although it's a competitive competition, I'm just kind of going down there to have a good time. This matchup for us is going to start off with a Chernobog on the field. We are going to ink a goat for turn 2, deciding to quest, and the question then is, should we banish or keep Chernobog? We're going to keep Chernobog. We are also going to play a Flynn Rider. I think the advantage for us starting the matchup is that Robin cannot be shifted in the next turn, so we're well aware of that, which is why we go ahead and quest with the Chernobog. If the opponent was going into their turn 3, it wouldn't make any sense for us to quest with Chernobog, because they could shift Robin Hood, take out Chernobog, still have their Robin Hood, but also gain the 2 lore from Robin Hood. So Robin Hood there goes into the ink. They might well still have one, so it's not a foregone conclusion that they don't. And here comes the Jafar. So this is a very, very interesting deck. It's maybe not one that you'll see all that often. The Robin Hood will trade with the Chernobog, which to be honest does us a favour more than anything else, because it alleviates the possibility of a turn 3 Sherwood of Nottingham. Now Flynn will not activate its trigger at the start of this turn. Flynn's effect at the start of your turn, if you have a character with the most strength on your side of the field, then you may gain 3 lore. We will put out the Seesaw though for the Flynn Seesaw combination, and it would be great to top it off with a turn 4 castle, and that would pose numerous different types of threats for the opponent. The way the opponent's going to play this deck is they're really looking to get shifted Jafar out. So if they can get the 7-drop Jafar out, which allows them to gain lore whenever they draw cards, as long as Jafar is exerted. It is also evasive. The opponent is getting very close to turn 5 now. 5 ink is almost upon them, at which point we can expect to see Striking Illusionist, Jafar, 7-drop Inkable, shift for 5, evasive, and during your turn whilst this character exerted, whenever you draw a card, gain 1 lore. So quite a powerful card. The way the opponent pulls this off is it's very versatile. You can see right there they've got 2 Jafars in the field, so they're not taking any chances. They are increasing the chance of them having the Jafar out in the field whilst at 5 ink. And for us, we can brawl 1 Jafar, which I believe we probably are going to do here. Nope, the 4 is going to come down, and we're just going to rabbit to draw a card. So they're not going to be able to shift next turn, but they will the following turn. The 3-2 Jafar poses a little bit more of a problem, because we can't target it with Brawl. We'd really need a Medusa or something like that, but their turn 5 is going to is obviously going to come before our turn 6, which means that's not going to happen. The Lamp is a fantastic draw card for this deck. As long as you have a Jafar in the field, you can banish this item to draw 2 cards instantly. So 2 cards, or drawing 2 cards for the cost of 2 ink. Very, very good card in this deck. A second Lamp is going to come down, and of course this also combines with Striking Illusionist. So if Jafar Striking Illusionist is exerted, you're gaining lore and drawing cards for the cost of 2 ink. So a very, very good card. You're seeing the opponent there holding on to that second Lamp for the next turn, and you can fully expect that to be banished when Jafar Striking Illusionist is on the field. In the meantime, we have our turn 5 play, so we can sing Friends on Our Side with the rabbit and just increase the card draw from the rabbit. A very, very good card. versatile card as well. A castle is going to go into the ink, so that's going to take us up to our 5 ink. And the 3 is going to be played for the brawl to get rid of 1 Jafar. 1 remains in the field, however, so we know full well that next turn the opponent is going to shift and start getting lore from their Jafar. But I think I just go ahead and decide to quest, knowing full well that as soon as this Jafar comes out, if we don't have any answers to it, it can really start to ramp up very, very quick. And if the opponent has the right cards in their hand, i.e. a whole new world, they can gain a lot of lore and not a lot of time. Amethyst Gramicon comes down. There's the shift for Jafar. Jafar is going to sing Along Came Zeus, which is going to take out the Sisu. The lamp will be banished to draw 2 cards, which will allow the opponent to gain 2 lore. And the sort of saving grace for us at the moment is that Jafar is the only character in the opponent's side of the field. So if we potentially could find a card that could banish Jafar, we are up now potentially in turn 6. So Medusa won't cut it. Lady Tremaine, however, well, Lady Tremaine would get rid of this Jafar. And you can bet that should we have an inkable card, should we have Lady Tremaine in hand, that would be the turn 6 play here. Otherwise, we are maybe looking at other options to get rid of it. The combination of Elsa and Crab could work. The issue with that though is you're going to need to use 5 ink for the Elsa, 3 ink for the Crab, total cost of 8. There are a few ways to deal with this Jafar. We don't want to leave it in the field too long. Lady Tremaine does come out, however, and I think that was a sensible option. Get rid of it as quick as possible. Also quest for 2, which is great. We can then quest with the rabbit, we can quest with Flynn Rider, which would put us up to 12. On top of that, the opponent has to play something with 3 strength or higher in order to stop us triggering with Flynn. We're going to go up to 12. Next turn, if the opponent can't get a character with 3 or more down, we would gain 3 from Flynn. We could quest with 2 with the rabbit and Flynn for an extra 2, which would put us up to 5, and then another 2 with Lady Tremaine, which would put us to 7. So potentially up to 9 ink next turn without using any cards in hand. So if we'd have a goat could come down, that could finish the game. So we're in a good position at the moment. We've managed to deal with the early threats of Jafar fairly quickly. And more than anything, I can't help but think that it came back to the Along Came Zeus turn. I think the opponent would almost have been better playing a whole new world if they'd had a whole new world. Discard in our hand, discard in their hand, and giving themselves more options to go again, even if that Jafar would have been banished. Amethyst Gramicon comes down, allowing the opponent to draw. It will also allow us to draw as well. So we'll put that card in our hand. A second Jafar comes down, or another Jafar comes down, allowing the opponent to look at top 2 cards in their deck. 1 card will go back on top, 1 will go down on bottom. And I think that is pretty much us. We'll get 3 from Flynn. We'll then quest for 4 to go up to 19. And should one of these 4 cards be a goat, the game is over. Should it not be a goat, we could probably try and search for one with any of the bounce options from Merlin Rabbit. There's another deck that could allow us to find some quick lore. We are going to play another rabbit, however, increase the draw functionality. Sisu is going to be put in ink. We're down to 3 ink for the turn, however, so there won't be a goat this turn. The game's just going to be passed back to the opponent here. So, very, very difficult situation for the opponent. Can they find a way out of it? Probably not. I think a combination of the fact that Tremaine quests for 2 is a 3-4. The rabbit has a 3 willpower. Jafar does come out. So for 5, the shift Jafar is out. Amethyst Gramicon is going to be exerted, allowing both of us to draw a card. The risk there being that it also helps us draw into a goat. Lamp comes down. Lamp's going to be used in order for 2 cards. At this point, the opponent's not actually gaining any lore off of these draws, since Jafar isn't actually exerted. And that's it. Game's up. The opponent's got to concede there. Very, very difficult. At this point, you can see them looking through their deck and attempt to find a whole new world, and they're just not finding it. They're just not there. I found another 2 in a row. I think all 3 within the last few cards of the deck, and yeah, it was a very good game. This is a dangerous deck. There's no doubt about it. It really can catch you off guard. Very, very good players have lost games to this deck. We had a Be Prepared in hand, which was nice. We had the second Be Prepared in hand, and the third card in hand was also a Be Prepared. So we're sitting on 3 Be Prepareds in the end of that game. Very, very good game, and enjoy playing against it. Very good practice for Birmingham, and Birmingham is this weekend, so if you are going to be there, please do come and say hello. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you back here very soon in the next one.